Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. A very, very Kalimera to everybody who's watching. We're going to go on a little adventure. We're on Masoyi Avenue, right at the top of it, and we're going to keep on going up the Polis Road. And then we are going to take a left and go to Kili and then head into Kamaras village. So we're going to go up in the hills and we're going to work our way back down towards lower and middle Paphos, shall we say. So there's going to be some great views. At the moment we're climbing up the hill, but I promise you very, very soon we'll be coming back down the hill. And when we're coming down, you are going to get views that are quite simply worth dying for. Now, if you fancy a coffee, there's the Atlas coffee shop on the left-hand side. Luckily for me, I've already got one. So big thank you and a shout out to, of course, Baroness Lillian and of course Baron Frank. Thank you for treating to me this coffee on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Thank you very, very much indeed. And don't forget, if you do like what you see, please hit that like, smash that subscribe. It doesn't cost you a single penny, by the way. It just tells YouTube that you guys like what you've seen, and perhaps they should recommend the little channel known as Marika and me to more like-minded people like yourselves. Of course, if you want to keep the channel afloat, you want to keep Mr. Paul lubricated, why not go and hunt us down on that Buy Me a Coffee platform. Of course, the link is on our About page, and of course you can also Google these magic words, Marika and me, Buy Me a Coffee. Up will come that landing page. You can read a little bit more about us. You can choose to read some of the comments. There's one or two people out there that do like us, and we thank you very, very much indeed. And then of course you could consider to gift us a coffee or two. You can also join us as a Superstar member, by the way. Become a Superstar family member on the Marika and Me channel. Of course that starts off at only a tenner a month. Quite quiet on the roads, by the way, because we are still in the middle of the holiday season. A lot of the businesses in Paphos are still closed when you're driving around, which makes it quite pleasant because of course there's not that many lunatics late for work, which is always a problem anywhere in the world, isn't it? People always like to stick themselves up your bottoms, shall we say. Or as I say, if someone does, just go that little bit slower, and then you can watch that steam coming out. There he is, as they frantically try to get around you. And if you're lucky, maybe there might be a boy or a girl in blue or a speed camera parked up waiting especially for that idiot. Anyway, here we go. We've come through Tremathusa, or should we say technically we still are in Tremathusa, and that is one of the hillsides above Tala, and right on top of it is all the communication apparatus and all those kind of things that gives us internet and mobile connectivity and allows us to make phone calls while we're driving around in our cars, whilst making YouTube videos, smoking on a big boy cigar, and of course in the other hand a nice hot latte. Let me have a slurp. Yep, very, very nice indeed. It's how you should drive, by the way. You should always have a YouTube camera on and always have a hot latte in one hand resting on your knee and a big boy cigar in the other one, while you sort of focus on the scenery because you're wondering what to talk about next while you're making your YouTube channel. Anyway, big shout out to some of the guys that like to come back to the show. If your name is Lord Donaldo, yeah, come on, get yourself back to Paphos, grab the hand of Lady Sylvie, because we'll be waiting for you in the downtown Head of Paphos Harbour. And of course there's one or two other guys coming to town. We've got Johnny Dett, Lady Amy, yeah, Lord Andy, Lady Ness, of course our Dame Anne, Sir Peter. Yeah, these guys are all coming. The Nantwich crew's coming. Lady Jessica is getting excited. Of course, Lord Simon, Princess Megan, Gangster Max. They'll all be in town very, very soon indeed. I'd like to do a big shout out to a young man in downtown Mansfield. Yeah, he's looking forward to coming to Paphos with his mum. Yep, Lady Rebecca, and of course his dad, Sir Carl. And I'd like to say a big shout out to you guys. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you. And a big shout out to all the people that have subscribed, isn't it, is the word, on the new channels on the blog. Of course, Marika and you, if you want to get an insight into Marika's life, you want to see her fashion items, see her sunglasses, what you're doing in makeup, talking about this and talking about that, why not go and hunt it down on YouTube, Marika and you. And of course we appreciate it very, very much to you guys who have subscribed, and of course hit those likes. Thank you very, very much indeed. Also, I've got my own exclusive channel, Cars and Me. Again, you can find the link on our About page, or just Google it on YouTube in the search bar. And I thank you very, very much for the guys that keep on coming back and writing those comments, and of course to you guys that have subscribed. And as I was talking about yesterday, we are going to be starting up another channel. That's going to be my brother and myself. Yeah, we're going to go buy an oldish four-wheel drive and then take you guys up into the mountains and dirt tracking and all that kind of stuff in the hills of Paphos, and maybe going along one or two beach fronts as well. You never know. Watching the tourists running like crazy as they watch these two idiots blasting along on the sand and the shale. You never know. Could be an interesting little channel. So keep your eyes open for it. When it launches in a few weeks' time, I will let you know. And of course, we would love you to come and give you company, shall we say. Yeah. And of course, we'd like you to subscribe to that channel as well, and give some ideas and tell us where you'd like us to go. Anyway, as I was saying, as promised, look at that. The views are about to start, and we're going to work our way into Tala, and then we're going to go towards Kamara's village, and then we're going to work our way up towards Keeley and all those kind of places. And very pleasant. And of course, the air appears that little bit cleaner as well, by the way. So if you are looking perhaps for somewhere to live full time, very, very popular Tala and Kamaras, because spectacalities of views. Not that far from Paphos, 10-15 minutes, shall we say. Humidity, a little bit lower, because you are that little bit higher. And of course, as you may notice, there's not a lot going on. So if you are planning on retiring to Cyprus, Tala is certainly, sometimes they say it's number one, sometimes they say it's number two. The toss-up is between Tala and Paya. There's more expats living in these two particular areas than anywhere else in Cyprus, never mind Paphos. So this is the new roundabout here, by the way. Funny shape. It's not actually that round. It's more of a elongated sort of, well, what would you call it? I don't know. Drop it in the comments. It's a strange roundabout, but it does allow us to circumnavigate the road and head towards Kamaras. And the sign there says Keeley or Collie, however you say it, is 4 kilometers away. So that's where we're heading. So don't click off just yet. And like I say, if you do like what you see, hit the like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness as I take you on my travels in and around Paphos. And of course, if there is somewhere that you'd like me to take you, drop it in the comments. And you never know, that video may be coming very, very soon, especially for you. And I'd like to say a big, big thank you to all the new guys that have come on and subscribed to the channel. The summer's over now, isn't it, technically? Tends to be a bit of a slow month for us in August because, of course, people are going on holidays, whether they're coming to Cyprus or perhaps going to Tenerife, if your name is Lady Deborah. A little bit posher than Lady Debbie, isn't it? And, of course, Sir David, because they're getting ready to go to Tenerife very, very soon indeed. But they have promised us that they're going to come back to Paphos. They came to Paphos for the first time a couple of months ago, and they said they had a great, great time, and they're looking forward to doing it all over again. And when they come back, they're going to bring with them the girl that doesn't like to have her name mentioned on camera, but actually she does. Big shout out and a Kalimera to Princess Millie. We're looking forward to seeing you guys when you get back to the island of love next year. I'd also like to say a big, big shout out to Nicole and of course Chris, and of course their girls, Princess Poppy and of course Princess Lillian. And they'll be coming to Paphos, hopefully, fingers crossed, next year, and hopefully dancing and prancing up and down the Cape of Paphos Promenade. And if you're a good couple of princesses, you never know, you might get a bit of pizza, and we're going to get a doggy woggy and offer them a chunk of it or two. So here we are. This is where the posh people live, by the way. It's Kamara's village. They're all very posh up here. They're not actually. Well, some of them are, obviously. But I remember making a video a while back, and there was a comment from a gentleman who obviously lived in Kamaras, and he said, "We're not posh in Kamaras." Well, some of you are, and some of you are more normal like the rest of us, shall we say. But a nice area. It is a nice area indeed, and quite occupied side, although it doesn't look it, a lot of people live up here full time, and a lot of people have got villas where they come up for, should we say, 2 or 3 months at a time. But most of the occupancy throughout the year is full, shall we say, and 1 or 2 are to rent. So if you wanted somewhere quite nice, set back from Paphos with great views and a clean atmosphere, Kamara's Village, that's what you're going to look for. Yeah, villas in Kamara's Village. And well, you could get that perfect holiday. But remember, you're going to want to hire a car or steal a car or borrow a car. And if you've got one of those, make sure you drive carefully and sensibly, because like I keep telling you, the boys and the girls in blue and the camera vans, they're waiting. Oh yeah, especially for you. Big shout out to, again, some of the guys who like to watch the channel. Lady Alison and your mum, Lady Enid. We thank you very, very much for your contributions to the channel. And I love reading your comments, and they tickle me now and again. And of course, you're coming back to the Mayfair Hotel in Paphos very, very soon. And I got a feeling you may be there at the same time as the man in charge of Liverpool Shire. That's our Lord Kevin, and of course his girl, Lady Kathy. So that would be interesting. See? Subscribers on the little channel known as Marika and me, slowly but surely getting to know each other. And it is quite nice when we sit in the harbour often, and we can be sitting with a couple or 2 couples, and then another couple come over and sit down and have a chat. And these are people who would never ever have met except for the little channel known as Marika and me. They all get on like a house on fire, and slowly but surely now a lot of people are coming back at the same times to make sure that they meet their new friends. What a crazy world we live in, isn't it? A little channel called Marika and me is managing to branch out and make some people friends who would never ever have met, even though they may have lived down the road from each other. Absolutely crazy world. Andrew and Mart, Shady Tree and his shady girl, Lady Ali, and of course Lord Neil. Not Lee, no, Neil. They all live in the same neck of the woods, would never ever have met each other, and now they all know each other. Wow, what a great time. So, here we are. We're up in the hillside above Kamara's, and we're working our way towards Kili Village. So don't click off just yet. See, wiggles and waggles. Nice weather, by the way. The temperature certainly has cooled off a little bit, or shall I say the humidity has stepped back a bit. Temperature's still around about 32, 33 degrees, so that's quite pleasant. And the humidity, that's the bit that we actually complain about when we walk around going, oh, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. It's not that hot, it's just the humidity. But over the last couple of days, we've had these cloudies appearing up in the sky, and they seem to have scared the humidity away. So I don't mind a sky with a couple of clouds if the humidity stays away. Because as people know, in downtown Paphos in particular, everything is always blue. Sky's blue, sea's blue. Mr. Paul, yeah, you've guessed it. He's always dressed head to toe in blue. Makes it so much easier when I had to choose something to go out and make a video or go out and meet someone. Grab a blue t-shirt, grab a blue pair of jeans, now and again a blue pair of trousers, pop some shoes on, and there you go, ready to go. Grab your wallet, grab your YouTube camera and your mobile phone. Oh, and of course a pack of cigars, and you'll be doing all right. So the older village is down that way. Do you want to go that way? Come on, let's go. Let's go and have a look. And you can actually circumnavigate it and come back round onto this road. Well, you could last time anyway, and you get some great mountain views. So those are some of the mountains and hillsides, by the way. You can see these little wiggly tracks. Whether it picks it up on the camera, I'm not sure, but those are the kind of tracks that we are going to be taking you on the new channel when it launches. Channel name? Not sure yet. There's been a few suggestions, and I think some of them are very good. Mountain Madness, that's a good one. Thank you, Lord Julian. Bro and Me, I can't remember who said that one, but Bro and Me, I think is quite a good title, because he is my brother, and I am me. There we go, see? We're not going to be able to go through there, are we? No, because they're doing something. So we're going to have to turn round. Never mind. Doesn't always go as planned, does it? But normally you can go down there through some narrow streets and then work your way back round to the main road. So not today. There we go. What everyone else is supposed to do, I don't know, but that's life. I suppose there's a diversion from the other way. Let's go back and let's work our way back towards the main Paphos to Polis road, and that's where I'm going to say thanks for watching. And of course, don't forget to come back for the next little episode. Now that's an old RAV4 there. Can you see that? The car on the end there, that blue one. That's an old Mark 1, isn't it? RAV4. And that is what I think we're going to buy to go on our little off-roading adventures, because it's got permanent four-wheel drive. They're quite cheap, so it doesn't really matter if something happens to it. Massive amount of parts for it in Cyprus, and of course it's got a T on the front and a T on the back, which stands for Toyota. Yeah, and we all know a thing or two about reliability when it comes to those little letters. Toyota are probably the best and the most reliable cars in the world. So I think we're going to start off with a Toyota RAV4, make one or two little improvements to it, and of course we'll take you guys on that journey, putting spotlights onto it, might get the interior retrimmed, those sort of things. Could be a little bit like a car SOS, because of course that's what Lord Julian wants to see. So you never know, we might come up with something like that. And if the channel starts to work, then we will go and buy a bigger, older shaped Toyota Land Cruiser and perhaps go in convoy. So if you want to see an idiot in a blue hat and a pair of sunglasses and a brother who's just as stupid, by the way, monkeying around in four-wheel drives somewhere in the hillsides in and around Paphos, maybe even venture further afield, by the way. We might go to Larnaca, we may go to Nicosia, we might even go and transcend the borders between the south and the north of Cyprus and try and ram some of the gates. Only joking, only joking. So here we are back in Keighley Central Village. It's the newish part, shall we say. It's saying there again 700 metres to the centre of the old village. So stick with us, we're going to work our way along this windy road, enjoying the main Paphos to Polis road. And I'm going to say thanks for watching. So don't forget, please guide us with what you want us to do. It's interesting reading your comments, and all of them are taken to heart, and slowly but surely whatever you've asked for will be coming online. A gentleman asked for a video for him and his wife about how you would emigrate to Cyprus. That video will be coming soon, because there's a few ways to do it, and you don't have to be very, very rich, if you understand. You don't need to spend €2.5 million to buy a passport. There are other ways to do it. So we'll slowly but surely make a video and explain those little intricate details to you. And there is quite a simple and quite an intuitive way to do it. So that one will be coming very, very soon on a little video, especially for you. Now, if you want to see more driving videos in the hills and in the mountains, you drop it into those comments. Do you want to see more in downtown Cape Paphos? Where would you like Marika and me to go? Do you want us to do beach videos? Do you want us to do storming of hotel receptions? Because they'll be coming again very, very soon once the temperature drops down and of course the hotels go down a little bit quieter, because there are quite a few hotels now who are saying to us, yeah, you want to come in? Come on, in you come. Don't go around filming women's, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, yeah. Could be quite interesting though, couldn't it? No. And don't be doing no proper beach walking, that sort of stuff. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness. And please don't forget to keep that channel afloat that you like. You can gift us a virtual coffee on Marika and me, of course on Cars and Me, and of course on Marika and You. And keep your eyes and ears open. The new channel hopefully will be coming online in a few weeks or so. We're about to join the main Paphos to Polis Road, or Polis to Paphos, depending on in which direction you are going. There it is, there's the signpost. It says Paphos 9 kilometres, Polis 26 kilometres. Thanks for watching, and of course I look forward to your company again very, very soon indeed.